Hello, and welcome to the show. Club Banters preview ya game week 9. Tuko na Evra kama kawaida. Trickster the real. How are you, bro?
I'm good.
Ni nini
In a sort of
unarusha
bad and good week.
ni nini unarusha vidole ni kama mtu wa-
Young signs. But it's been a good week, a good and bad
Uh-huh.
week. It's been balanced, Sam.
Good and bad in what sense?
It started off on the deep, like in it, as a Manchester fan, yeah, it hasn't been so bad.
Okay. Hata naona leo umeafford kuvaa jazi ya Man U.
The
Monday show ungevaa.
point of note to viewers. Ukiona nimevaa jezi, just know there was some good results prior.
Yeah, and of course we are waiting for some of the few guests to join later in the show, and hopefully one of our guests will come on. He is going to have a football tournament over the weekend starting tomorrow, and I would like him to come and speak about it. But anyway, let's talk about the week. Do you have the results of the past few games, Champions League, so that we can just speak about them briefly? Yes. Champions and Europa League. There was some shocking results of the last 3 days.
I can just get them 1 second. Okay. How's Europa spelled?
Yeah.
Champions League. Let's start Champions League. There are some very good games. Let's start with United. United were at home to Atalanta. We won 3-2. The next game was Chelsea Malmo. Chelsea battered Man. Benfica Bayern. I don't even need to say. Obvious Bayern won 4-goal margin, which ended 4-0.
Yeah.
Other games that were results. Okay, there was also Man City versus Club Brugge.
Yeah.
It ended Man City 5, Club Brugge 1. There was Sporting and Besiktas. I actually watched that game. Sporting are the winners 4-1. PSG got 3 goals. Leipzig only 2, so it ended 3-2 favor of PSG. There was Porto versus AC Milan. Porto won the game 1-0. There was I think Atletico Liverpool, which was a really good game, if I can say so. Liverpool edged it 3-2. Point of note, Atletico are 10 men. Griezmann, the best goal scorer, he scored both goals before he was sent off. Another game was Ajax Dortmund, another high-flying game for Ajax especially. They won it 4-0, which was a surprise to me. I thought the Dortmund with Haaland, they do more. Another game that was aired was Inter Milan and Sheriff. Inter Milan won it by 3-1. And the last game was Real Madrid, Shakhtar Donetsk, where Real battered them 5-0.
Yeah, and also I think Leicester played on Wednesday.
For
Europa, and Patson Daka scored a hat-trick. 4 goals actually.
Was it in 9 minutes? A hat-trick in 9 minutes, I think.
Yeah. I watched that game. That guy is electric, my friend. That boy, that guy. And funny enough, he's now among the joint top scorers in Europe.
He is.
Yeah, he's among the top
scorers. How many goals?
He
scored 4 in 1.
Yeah, 4 in 1. And he's had an amazing week. Remember that he also scored
he scored also the goal against us the last final goal.
Yeah. And Leicester also seem to be doing well. Let's have a look at some of the Europa League results.
The Europa League.
Yeah.
We'll start with the Group G match against Celtic and Ferenc. I don't know Ferenc.
Yeah, because there are so many. I just highlight the top teams.
Just the England. Okay, let me highlight the big games or the notable games. Spartak Moscow were beaten by Leicester 3-4. Another good game was Lazio Marseille. It ended in a barren draw. Another good game that we think, let me check. Another notable, PSV and Monaco. Monaco won it 2-1.
Yeah.
There is another game, Napoli won Legia 3-0. Another notable game was West Ham won 3-0 against Genk.
Yeah, and West Ham are performing quite well, huh?
Yeah, West Ham in
Three
the
wins,
Europa.
3 wins from 3 games, 9 points.
Yeah, but it also depends on the group. I can't see so many big opponents in their group because what they have Dinamo Zagreb, Rapid Wien, and Genk. So I'd expect West Ham to perform well. They've won 3-3. Another English team that is doing also well is Leicester, sorry, where they, I think they're top. No, they're not doing so well.
They're not doing so well. Yeah, they're
third
because
group, but they're joined with Napoli. It's a tight group between Napoli and Leicester. I think both of them might go through, although they have joint points number 2 and 3. But I think they can make it. Yeah, I think both Napoli and Leicester have a good chance. There are 3 more games to go. So yeah.
Yeah, and some shocking news. Jose Mourinho got the biggest defeat in his career, losing 6-1 against Minos Bodoglimt back in, is it Norway? Is it a Norwegian side?
I think so.
Yeah, shocking news. And for the first time, I think Mourinho may admit he made a mistake. I've never had Mourinho admit that he made a mistake because he
bench all the players or what happened?
Yeah. He said in his press conference, he said that we have Evans who's coming in. In his press conference, he said that he rested most of his star players, considering that they played against Juventus last weekend and they are facing Napoli this weekend. So he stated that he rested most of their big players so that also the younger ones can get experience. But you all know Jose Mourinho, if you see him resting players in the Conference League, which is a much smaller cup than compared to the league, I think he's going for the league. Evans, karibu sana my friend. Umechelewa wapi?
Thanks bana. Nimechelewa bado nilikuwa na celebrate bao ya Ronaldo mpaka sasa hivi bana. Alienda kapiga ni slide mpaka mimi mpaka sasa hivi bado na slide tu. How are you guys?
I'm doing well. Sasa naona hii ndio shida ya kukua tu na watu wa Man U kwa show. Watu wa Chelsea, Arsenal na Liverpool mmetoangusha leo. But it's okay. Msikuje kuzusha after the show that you are not included. Tuliwatumia links. Nyinyi mmekataa kujoin. But anyway, I hear Nani still sliding as well. Lacazette is still sliding. After going with Crystal Palace.
After scoring, let's be clear. He scored equalizer against which team? Was it
Crystal Palace?
And he's still sliding. But that's the levels that Arsenal are. To need beef, but hizo ndo levels zao. They have nothing. They're not playing in Europe, so let them slide in the league.
And today they are playing also. They are playing against a very tough side, Aston Villa. Let's talk about that fixture a bit. It's today at 10 p.m. Unfortunately, mega fan, super fan Ian Oyale wouldn't make it today, but he has sent his regards. Na amewasalimia sana. Let's just talk about it. First of all, as neutral fans, as neutral football fans, and then now you can speak as Manchester United fans or guys who hate Arsenal. And remember, if you're at home, you can post your comments in the comment section below, and you're going to highlight the comments and read them. So anyway, let's start with Evans. Joendo umejoin saizi. What do you think about that game? Speaking as a neutral and just as a football fan. Aston Villa versus Arsenal.
So apparently Arsenal wamekuwa wakiget lucky. Maybe ile game ya Crystal Palace tulikuwa tumepredict tukasema watafungwa, right? So ukiona kama unasikia mpaka sasa Lacazette bado na slide. And when I look at the Aston Villa results na versus Arsenal wakiwa kwa Premier League, I think Aston Villa last time won 1-0 against Arsenal, right?
Let me check. Just continue. I'll check for you.
Aston Villa walishinda the last 3 games zenye Arsenal wamecheza na Aston Villa kwa Premier League. Zote wamelose. Arsenal wamelose.
Last 3 games they've lost.
The last 3 games, they've lost 3 games. So it's going to be the 4th in a row in Premier League. Because Aston Villa watakuja I'm predicting Aston Villa watafunga. I'm predicting a loss for Arsenal.
But you look at both teams. You look at Arsenal. The last 5 games, Arsenal have had 3 wins and 2 draws. Aston Villa, the last 5 games, they've had 3 losses and 2 wins. So we are looking at one team that is a bit solid in Arsenal, because remember, they are on the up, they're on the high. And then Aston Villa, which is a bit flip-flop, because the last 2 matches, Arsenal have drawn. The last 2 matches, Aston Villa have lost. In my view, before we go to Steve, I think this will be a draw. I'm predicting a 1-1 draw. At worst, it's a 2-1 win for Arsenal. But for me, if you're going to bet on this game, I'd bet a goal. Steve?
I think, I don't know. I had high hopes for Aston Villa, especially after the transfer window. But they haven't lived up to the hype that I thought they'd perform better than what they're doing at the moment. So even though I'd want them to win, Arsenal, they're on the up. I think they've gone 5 games unbeaten in the league.
Yes, so. The last 5 games. Yes.
So they have there's some kind of confidence they're growing at the Emirates, and also I think they're playing at home, so there's that home advantage. So with all those things going for them, I predict a draw. A narrow win for Arsenal, maybe a 1-0 or a 2-1. Yeah.
Looking at both sides, Arsenal is 10th. It's 12th. Arsenal is 12th. Aston Villa is 13th. Arsenal are 12th with 11 points, and Aston Villa are 13th with 10 points. Arsenal have scored 7, conceded 12. Aston Villa scored and conceded 12. So we are looking at teams that quite concede a lot of goals. So it will be difficult to say. Remember that we have Emi Martinez, the former Arsenal goalkeeper. He always pops up a worldie against Arsenal whenever he's playing against his former team, huwa akubali kufungwa na Arsenal. So hiyo game itakuwa ngumu. So at home, just let us know what's your score prediction for that. Remember, if Arsenal win, they'll be on 13 points and they'll go all the way to number 9. What a leapfrog, the likes of Leicester, Watford, and Brentford. So a quick question. What do you think is happening to Aston Villa at the moment? We know they lost Jack Grealish, but they also made 3 major signings. We have Leon Bailey. We have the other striker is called Ings.
Ings.
Yeah. And then there's that other winger. He's called Buendia. Or is it not Buendia now? Traore, yeah. So they have all those players. Yeah. They have all those players. Why are they not performing? Let's start with Evans.
The main problem right now, when we saw Aston Villa like picking up, playing some good games at the end of the league last time, they had the likes of Lingard, right? So they used to play some very good football then.
No, Aston Villa, no, they didn't have
even
Lingard.
With new signings. Oh, sorry?
Yeah, Aston Villa wako na Lingard, bro.
Yeah.
Lingard alikuwa West Ham.
Nasema
acha kudanganya.
Nimechanganyikiwa na gani, bro? West Ham.
West Ham, yeah.
With West Ham.
Aston Villa.
We're still talking about Aston Villa. So I won't talk that much about Aston Villa since I don't watch their games that much, but I do know Emiliano Martinez always trying to do his best to save the team, right?
Yeah.
But uko mbele ni kama ndo wako na shida. Tuko na watu wetu kama kina Ashley Young walienda huko kama wametulia tu.
Huyu jamani ni mzae bana. That guy
ni
ameenda
mzae.
huko.
Kina Mings hapo ndo tunaweka na wabebi vitu. Watupatie points.
Na kuna kijana wetu alienda huko on loan. He's not performing quite well. I don't know why. I think the last match he was flop of the match, if I'm not wrong. Let's go to the Chelsea versus Norwich game. Chelsea and Norwich will be the early kickoff tomorrow. Chelsea are performing quite well. They're among the league leaders and they are contenders for the league. It is doubted that Chelsea might win the league, but they have a very expensive striker in Lukaku, who's not performing at the moment. He's gone the last 6 games without providing any goal. What do you think about this, Steve?
Even though Lukaku is not scoring, they have so many scorers. I think Chelsea is not the team where they predominantly rely on one guy to do everything. Although I assume that was the case when they bought Lukaku because he's known to score a lot of goals.
Yeah.
But I think I don't know the issue, but I think Chelsea will win. Obviously, that's an obvious. The goal margin is what we're not sure about, but I don't think Norwich have any chance at all. Just looking at the previous meetings, I think the last time they won, I can't even the last 5 meetings with Chelsea were all losses. So I don't think they'll be able to go.
And remember, Norwich are yet to get any win at the moment. They have 2 points. The last 5 games they've had 3 losses and 2 draws. And we have a fan who's joined, or is it a pundit? Are you a fan, a pundit, a coach? Introduce. Welcome to the show for the first time.
A player.
Yeah. Seriously, a player.
Jiintroduce na ujitambulishe na timu yako. Ulikuwa una expect utavaa jazi ya timu yako?
Okay, mi naitwa David. They call me by Lidev. Mimi ni msee wa Arteta. Mikel Arteta mwenye ana
Trust the process,
Nimekuja kuteta.
Nimekuja kuteta nikisema nyinyi nyote mnajua mimi ni nani. You know what Arteta does to you guys.
Naona hata uko na familia hapo. Anyway, tulikuwa tumeongelea, umepata tu tumemaliza kuongelea hiyo story ya Arsenal versus Aston Villa, which is being played in the next, I think 2 hours, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, 2 hours.
Steve and I have given a prediction of a draw. Evans has given a prediction of a loss.
Seriously?
Hata hujauliza loss to which team.
Listen, Simon. I didn't give a draw. I said a narrow win of 1-0 or 2-1 for Arsenal. So I predict Arsenal will win. Yeah, Arsenal will win.
Okay. Yeah, Arsenal will win. I predicted a 1-1 draw. Or a narrow win to Arsenal. What are your views on this game? Wacha tusikie from the fan himself.
Okay, considering the last match that we played with Crystal Palace, and now considering the squad that is in place, I know it will be either 2-1 or 1-0 in favor of Arsenal.
In favor
of Arsenal. Yeah.
Ni nani unaona akifunga?
First of all, I know Aubameyang will have 1 goal.
So you need somersault.
Yes, there is another goal that will come either from Smith Rowe or Lacazette.
I hear he's still sliding. Nasikia bado ana slide kutoka Monday.
Say that. I know it's Evans. I know it's Evans.
Hapana, ni mimi nilisema. Anyway, before we proceed, tulikuwa tunaongelea story ya Chelsea. But
Okay.
before we proceed, you found us talking about, okay, tumemaliza kuongelea about hiyo win ya Manu versus Atalanta, and I know you hate Manu with a passion. What do you think about that game?
Okay. First of all, I joined that game while it was 2-0.
Ukafurahi sana.
Yeah, I was very happy.
Hawana space ya Wednesday or Thursday. Wao wanaketi tu wanangoja Premier.
I was very happy. But so disappointed when you guys started equalizing. So when it was 2-2, I was wishing, when are these Atalanta guys going to know to make these chances, convert them to goals? Then all of a sudden, voila, another guy from the guy that we bought from Juventus.
Not the guy.
Give respect where it is due, man. Give respect where it is due.
Okay. One thing I'll tell you for a fact. I do respect Cristiano as a player, but now Manu fans will make us lose respect to this guy. Because yani mnachocha tu ile sana mpaka mnafanya tunaanza kumhate. But so
sasa unajua bro,
so far so good. So far so good. Umse ndio chenye amecontribute kwa the game of football. He deserves to be called a god.
Yeah, true.
He deserves. Lakini mazee ile chocha huo mnaingiza juu yake, mazee mnafanya tunamhate.
Si makosa yetu bro. Unajua mi slide wakati ile wa UEFA iko sawa, lakini slide ya hata si Thursday night football, just another day. But okay.
There is a ball which is still missing.
Nasikia ndio iligonga satellite ya Zuckerberg ikafanya Facebook, Instagram, Twitter na
ikaanguka. Crash. But it's okay.
Lakini ball imekuwa associated na vitu mob.
Sana.
Okay.
Sana.
So far so good. I can say Cristiano really had added something good, not to Manu. Yeah. But at least aliondoa ile design ya kusema all out. Alitusaidia to some extent, yeah.
I think Steve was right. Unajua wakati Ole ako karibu kuchujwa kazi, there is something that usually happens. Sijui kama huwa anaenda ana visit mganga kule Tanzania. Ndio, because I was talking to one of my colleagues at the office today. Akaniuliza, what do you think about the Liverpool game? We'll talk about it much later. Nikamwambia, don't be surprised if Manu come out with a 2-0 or 3-0 win, because inafukanga mahali ni kama hawataki Ole achuji or something. But anyway, moving on, we have Man City who are being hosted by Brighton and Hove Albion. Wacha tuanze na Steve. Man City, they looked like they will struggle without a striker, but it seems like they don't need one. What do you think?
For Man City, I think they'll win, but Brighton this season are different kind of Brighton. The football they're playing is just amazing. I've seen like bits and parts of their game for this, especially this season, and Wame grow by the way. I don't know, the coach is really doing something in that team. They don't have names, but they have a system, which, sorry to say, Manchester doesn't have a system. Because they stick to the system and it works. The system doesn't need like names, big names. Just follow a good system and you'll get results. And so far, Brighton, I think their number. Let me check the table. I think they are up there.
They are fourth.
They're fourth, and they've only lost a single game the entire season.
Yeah, the last 3 games
which is an amazing feat for 8 games. Brighton losing just 1 game is amazing. They are 2 points behind City. So but I don't know. City, anything can happen in this game. If City turn up, it might even end at 5-0 or 5-1. But if City slip up, Brighton might just surprise them. So this is a do or die kind of game for City. But final prediction score, I think City will win it. Maybe like 2-0 or 2. Yeah, let's say 2-0.
Yeah. Okay. Lidev, Man City. Unajua tunasikia Man City ni Arsenal ndogo because that's where Arsenal players wanaenda ku win trophies. What do you think?
Okay.
Yeah.
One thing I can say, according to what I've seen, Man City wakicheza, I can say they're in a good position to win this.
Okay. Kabla endelee ku make sure bet zake zinaingia ama ku sort out his FPL. I think he's sorting out his FPL team before the lineup is mentioned. Evans, tuambie story yako ya tupatie your side of the story in terms of Man City versus Brighton.
So Brighton right now are really playing some good game. They're not struggling. They're playing kama wako number 4 mpaka sasa hii inamaanisha kwamba they're really doing some good work. But for Man City, that's a proven squad. That's a squad yenye iko na elite players.
Yeah.
So even though both are playing some really good games right now, I will give Man City the upper hand. So okay. My prediction, let's say 3-1 in favor of Man City.
Okay. Mimi nikiulizwa I can see a 5-0 to Man City.
Wow. Tuweke nani captain hapo? Tuchukue nani? Ambia Devi.
Me for scores I'll say 3-0.
3-0. Okay.
Yeah, 3-0.
So let's move on to now. We have very big fixtures coming through this weekend. Let me pull up the graphic there. Steve, some hizo fixtures moto zinakuja hii weekend.
All the fixtures. Okay, tonight at 10 East Africa time we have Arsenal Aston Villa. Sorry. You wanted the super games of this weekend. Okay, we have 4 notable games throughout Europe. I'll start with there's El Clasico, obviously, which is Barcelona versus Real Madrid, hosting Real Madrid. Another game that is notable this weekend, we have Inter Milan and Juventus. Inter hosting Juventus. We have Olympic Marseille hosting PSG.
Yeah.
And finally, the game everyone is waiting for, Sunday evening kickoff, Manchester United, the great Manchester United hosting Liverpool. Yeah. I think those are the main 4 games that everyone is eager to watch for the weekend.
Okay. Wacha tuanze na Lidev. Barcelona versus Real. What do you think?
Barcelona versus Real. It's a 2-1 in favor of Real. Yeah.
Let's go ahead and you give us all your predictions. Acha niache tu screen your predictions zote.
For the 4 games.
Yes.
Okay, Inter Milan, Juventus. I'll say it will be a draw of either 1-1 or 2-2. Olympiacos, PSG, 3-0 in favor of PSG. They call themselves Reds. Let me say this. Ile slogan ya never walk alone it apply hapa hivi. So I know if it won't be a 1-0 in favor of Liverpool, it will be a draw of either 0-0 or 1-1.
Okay. Haya, tuende mbio. Evans, your predictions.
Tunaanza na Barcelona na Real. Hapo nitapena Real. Barcelona ni kama bado they're trying to find a good team, still young players trying to shake it up. So I will give Real a win by a margin, let's say like 2-0. We go for Inter Milan and Juventus. Inter Milan will come up at the top, let's say about 1-0. Then we have PSG and Olympic. Mazel, mbuzi ingine itafanya kazi huko bro. It's a win for PSG. It's a win for PSG. Then a win for PSG Liverpool, and a goal for Messi. And Liverpool and Man U. Najua David anangoja sana sikia nitasema nini.
Yes.
We'll be at home. Kitu najua ni it will be goals will fly in into our net, into the other side's net. So
it's a matter of who will score more.
It's a matter of who will score more. But
remember there is another goal in
the form that Salah is in. It's very worrying. Very
and I was saying there is another goal in the making, the name of Salah. And you know we Africans lazima to support Mwafrika mwenzetu ama si ama mtaki Mwafrika afunge jamani.
Kama Bailey.
Diallo.
Anyway, I have someone else who's coming on to the show. It's called Jayala Simba. Jayala Simba, karibu sana.
Asanteni, poleni mazeni, nimetoka mbali. But better late than never.
Usijali.
Kama ni mtu wa Arsenal amekokota wa gazeti. Wewe ni mtu wa Arsenal bro. Inaweza kuwa umeenda kukuta gazeti kurudisha kwa
uwanja. Wacha ajitambulishe.
Kabisa.
Buda mnanikaribisha na ubaya, nimekosea nani?
Inaitwa Banters Club. Banters Club lazima uko ready kupigwa banta.
I am sorry. My name is Jayala Asimba. Hizo ndio jina zinajulikana. Official name ni Collins Asimba. Yes, I have been supporting Arsenal. I don't know why, but I just found myself there.
We both nini? You don't know why? Nini?
I don't know why. I play hockey, handball, and my new baby is soccer. During Corona, I decided to venture into soccer when those games, the first 2 games, were not accessible. And then the neighborhood had very many kids around, so I had to keep them busy. So that's how I started playing soccer. So I'm now also self-proclaimed soccer coach.
Yes. We'll speak about that. We'll speak about that match later. But right now we are previewing the weekend matches. Kuna hizi fixtures hapa. Kwani ame left. But anyway, Steve, tuendelee, atarudi tu.
Barcelona, Real Madrid. I think Real Madrid are still trying to get a footing. They're still not as stable as they would want. So Real Madrid, of course, I think they're in a space. Benzema is flying, is fast. So I think Real Madrid 3-1. Inter Milan, Juventus are also struggling, so I'd give Inter the win. Maybe a narrow margin like 1-0 or 2-1. Olympic Marseille, PSG. PSG. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't watch the League One so much, but PSG have been dominating, so I'll go for them. The last match, Manchester United versus Liverpool. I really want Manchester to win, regardless of who's the coach. But looking at the both teams, factually and without bias, I don't think we'll win. I doubt if we'll win. If you're lucky, we'll get a draw. But even a draw, I don't think we can get a draw. Either we'll play amazing football and win, or we'll just play the normal football we play and lose terribly. So I'll be the angel of doom today and say we lose the game 3-1.
Okay.
I like your honesty.
regardless of the result,
regardless
of the result, hawa watu wawili hapa chini wa kesho.
Leo ndio game yao iko. Leo
kesho atachapa ingawa leo.
Let me tell you one thing. Steve is playing smart.
No, I'm just being real. I'm being real.
I'll also agree with Steve. I have a feeling Manu will lose 3-1 and Manu will lead 1-0 through a penalty, and then itakuwa comeback ya Liverpool 3-1. Before Jayala atupatie predictions zake za the classic matches being played over the weekend, I have some injury news. Marcus Rashford and Fred might miss the match, and Bruno Fernandes hobbled off during the Champions League game, so he's also a doubt over the weekend. So as you are selecting your FPL captains and whatnot, just have those into consideration. Varane may or may not play. He's also injured. Liverpool, other than Fabinho, I don't think there is anyone who will miss. But anyway, Jayala, tupatie your predictions for the fixtures.
Nikianza huko juu. El Clasico ni ngumu, but Real Madrid is going to win 3-2. Hapo Juventus Inter venye jamaa alisema Juventus wameanza vibaya this season, so I'm going for Inter. As much as PSV has been dominating the League One, but you see this season has not been good for them in the League One. So hapo hivyo I'm going for a draw, and then draw ya 1-1, and then Liverpool Manu hata penalty ampati. Umeangalia mbona hiyo news imesomwa hapo saizi na Chief Manchester United die hard fan. Na umeona game juzi.
Wewe unatubebea msalaba yote huyo.
So
banta zote kwa Chief.
If I was an investor, hapo ningeweka over. Ningeweka over Salah to score na nikaweka 3-0. No goal.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Remember guys, as much as we are talking about gambling, gamble wisely. Usichukue pesa yako yote ya mshahara unaenda kwa wekea Arsenal win.
Arsenal will win. That one I can do.
We are not debating about Arsenal. Arsenal is going to win. Arsenal is going to win
tonight.
Nani karibu sana Glenn hujachelewa uko sawa. Mbona tukibeana tu banta kiasi hapa.
Remember one thing, Lacazette is going to slide back with a goal or two. Lacazette is going to slide back with a goal or two. So we're going to win this game.
Haya, wacha nani atusomea hizi comments sasa. Steve, karibu.
Yes, Glenn, one of our super fun every weekend, every episode at least, and he gives us support. His comment from Facebook says, Manchester will win. Big teams never beat Manchester. Regardless of the coach, Manchester is full of surprises. And that's true. And concur, it is either we are going to play normal, the way we play and get battered, or we'll just win the game and no one will know how we won. And people will say, oh, Ole Gunnar masterclass, but it will be up to individuals. That's what I think. Okay, another comment from Glenn. Barcelona goal, Juventus, a goal Juventus or draw PSG. 1-2. Okay, I sielewi hiyo message vizuri, but I think he's giving the predictions.
Watu wa betting wanaelewa lugha.
Watu wa betting.
I guess anapeana predictions that Barcelona. Okay, I don't know. Maybe stake high. Oh, anapeana like tips za bet, I guess.
Yeah, za betting.
Yeah,
Alafu anamalizia
Barcelona
kwa
goal
anasema sorry.
Arsenal it's over 1.5.
Na leo watu wa Arsenal ni wengi leo. Masera, karibu sana.
What's up?
Hey, how are you, Masera, man? Hey, leo tuko na 3 Man U fans versus 3 Arsenal fans. Maajabu.
At least now we are balanced. Last time ulikuwa watu watatu wote.
But mimi as the host, I'm a bit neutral. Anyway, Masera will join us again. Before he comes, Jayala Simba is hosting a Mashujaa tournament over the weekend. He started his academy, so he's launching it. He's starting it tomorrow, so we shall be there to cover the tournament as well. We shall bring you updates via our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube pages. So, Jayala, what is this tournament all about? Hello,
As I said, sorry.
Yep.
Okay. As I said earlier, I'm a sports guy and I've been more onto hockey, and I was also playing handball. So during Corona, the neighborhood where I stay, there are a lot of boys during that period that people were not going to school. They had nothing to be doing. So I asked them, I don't know anything about soccer, but I can learn. So what do I have to do? Few guys came into hockey, but the rest were soccer players. So I looked for balls and I started playing soccer with people. And then I had an urge of now moving it to another level. In that, how am I helping them? How can I translate what I've done with hockey to soccer? Can they get scholarships? Can they get exposed outside there? But
we seem to have lost him. Hopefully he'll come back. So he was saying, and I spoke to him off air. He was saying that he has a passion to start an academy for the young boys, and he did so during the COVID-19 period. So he will be holding a tournament tomorrow. It will be a Wazee versus Vijana sort of tournament.
Sorry, guys.
Continue.
Guys. My internet is a bit. I don't know what's wrong with Safaricom today, but it's okay.
Ambia your fellow Arsenal fans wa kuchangia MBs. Kindly, guys. Let me post your phone number below. What to Arsenal kuchangiana.
Listen, my friend. I am on an unlimited Wi-Fi connection. It's either today it's misbehaving.
You are on what?
Unlimited Wi-Fi connection. Only that today it's misbehaving. Or maybe because
Omera, what are these people telling you, Omera?
I'm wondering, and you check out for free bundles. You should be
What was it?
They should retract that.
Yes, and apologize. Let's. So I was saying.
And mind you, before you continue, Masera pia ame left ni kama alikuwa amenunua 5 MB. So changia Masera bundles.
Okay. We'll do
that. Shida nyingi kweli.
Poleni. So
hata klabu yao haina pesa.
Wanafanya
hawana pesa.
Alafu
sawa,
bro,
money bags.
I thought vile wanaenda huko chini wana find oil wakuje na pesa, kumbe hakuna. They've been drilling.
Maybe
By
water
the way, you guys,
Hey,
there's one thing that you've forgotten.
Mm.
And I told you what, I say this to one of
unlimited internet.
yeah, I say this to one of the Manu fans. Mlitupiga mabanta wakati ile ligi ikianza. Sijui tumeanza na zero bottom up, sijui ni nini. But say angalieni hiyo margin. It's a margin of one game. Just imagine. Just imagine.
Are you in page 1 or page 2?
Just imagine. No, just imagine one thing.
Mbona na imagine na mnakunywa huko chini?
Ngoja. Unaona venye Kolo anakaa akitoka kwa Kola akirudi. Hivyo ndivyo mtakuwa mnapenya top 10 mkirudi bottom
10. Imagine one thing. We're going to win. And Mainu, if you lose, mnajua ndio mtakuwa.
If we win or we lose, we are still going to be above Arsenal by Monday. So there's no banter that you can give
trophy.
Listen. No. Tutakuwa level.
Let's talk about the tournament. It's banter baadaye.
Okay.
Let's talk about the tournament.
Okay. So I was saying, so I started helping these small boys, and then later I realized these boys, some of them have what they call teams, quote unquote. Mm-hmm. So some of the coaches were like, "Oh, Asimba, you are taking up players. Oh, Asimba, you are doing this." So I cannot even take players to exposure. Like I have coaches like Kisumu Day wants me to go to Kisumu, Dagoretti High School. The coach is a friend. Things like that. So I decided to now start my.
Hey, tafadhali, till number. What to Arsenal? What is your till number? Tafadhali. Sasa hii imekuwa wasi sasa. We can't allow. Hata mnachekelewa, ona mnachekelewa. Ona Nyambura Mudhoni anawacheka.
No. One thing. One thing mnafahamu understand.
Ona comment ingine hapa Pasi anasema hata MB Arsenal fans hata MB hawana.
Who said that? I am sorry guys. I am very sorry. Nyato Arsenal kuna na mashida.
Arsenal network haifiki.
Unajua bro nini?
Uko chini ya table hata network haifiki.
Because I don't know. Okay, let me
tafadhali tupatieni till number. Hata Nyambura anawaitisha till number. Tafadhali. Mimi hata niko ready kulipa sasa.
Okay, let me summarize. In short, the tournament is about starting a hockey and football academy in Eastlands that will nurture youth starting with under 11, under 13, under 15 until under 20. So I'm going to launch it with a soccer tournament for Wazee over 30 and Vijana under 20. Wazee over 30 kuna live mbuzi to be won and a trophy. Vijana and
sasa hawa vijana wetu watatu wako Mombasa, hiyo mbuzi itawafikiaje?
Kuna vijana hapa hivi tuna chat nao.
Hawa watatu unajua sasa Steve ni mzae at least hao wengine na Dave. Huyu mwenye amevaa t-shirt ya black sijui ni mtetea kwa pande gani?
Kwa vijana under 20.
Sisi kujiani tutakuwa tunashirikiana na watu. Vijana under 20.
Vijana under 20.
Yes.
Vijana under 12 kuna trophy. And my friend, my former college mate and also assistant dean of Strathmore donated a trophy for MVP. And I also have other donations, like there's a jersey, a playing kit, to a set of 12 pieces to be worn by the under 12s.
Okay.
And there's also a ball for number 2 for the under 12s. But for wazee ni hiyo mbuzi. And then my son, a 4-year-old son of mine, has pets. Amesema atapatia top scorer one of the bunnies, sungura. Tapeana sungura as for the top scorers.
Nice.
So
awesome.
Even the tutani. Yes.
Speaking of sungura, sorry to cut you short. Speaking of sungura, unajua tuko na daktari wa wanyama hapa kwa hii show. So
yes.
in case unahitaji dawa ya minyoo.
It's actually a worthy cause. Najua hata anakuwa anapewa mbuzi mpaka kuna bani mpaka nasikia ni kuja kucheza huko bana.
Sasa mwenye anazungumza ni daktari wa wanyama, sio hata ukiwa huko nyumbani.
Itabidi nikuje nije kuangaliza mambuzi. Lakini niko certified, unaona pale kwa Manchester. Kuna mbuzi pale kwa Manchester. Yeah.
Anyway, a question about the tournament. Where will it be hosted and at what time will it be starting?
Okay. It will be hosted at, we have our
Tosheni jamaa. No.
Pesa yote inaenda kwa Ben White.
Ben White anaenda mpaka na bundles.
No, this guy is performing.
Let him summarize.
Acha summarize.
Oh, Vera, what is
the tournament?
Time, date, and venue.
The date is tomorrow, starting at 10. Venue called Kibiku Ground in Utawala, Mihango, behind Quickmart Utawala. Yes, there's a field there called Juve.
Okay. Yes. And remember, we shall be there to cover the tournament, and we shall post updates on our pages. Let's go to some of the comments. Inaonekana hapa watu wa Arsenal wanahitaji msaada. Pascal anasema mwambie chat tu.
Ojie hajafika huko chini bado.
Mbaya lakini sawa, nimetafuta.
Tume kama WhatsApp message.
Glenn naye anasema ako hapo in case unataka kudistribute mbuzi. Anasema ako hapa kijana, post tutacheza. So yeye anasema anaweza shika goalkeeping. Unaona tena ametoka. Anyway, let's now have a look. Remember we said that every week we shall be looking for the banter of the week. And in case you have any banter, you can tag Klub Banters and we shall retweet them, repost them, share them on our pages. But this week we have some amazing ones. Let me pull them on screen. Wacha tuanze na hii hapa. Oh, he's back. So one of the best banters that has come up this week is this one. So he says Manchester United fans when Ole's job is Manchester United when Ole's job is on the line. They turn up the prime Barcelona. They won how many 7 or 6 trophies in one season. Okay, the next
the
one
greatest
is
Barca?
Ngoja sasa.
All these banters about Manchester.
So anyway, that comes from the Squid Game. If you haven't watched Squid Game, it's on Netflix. Hawatulipi kuwapiga promo, but anyway, the last one, the last banter of the week, goes to this one.
This actually came true. By the way, it came through. It came true. Lacazette is still sliding. Sasa hiyo wana parade ya hiyo true.
Mtu ana magoti sahihi. Ana magoti.
Anyway, it has been fun, guys. It has been fun, guys. As we come to the end of the show, remember to follow us on all our across our social media pages. That is Klub Banters on Facebook. But Facebook, watu Steve anauliza mbona Facebook inasema Manchester United Fan Klub Banters. Probably unaweza wajibu why it's not saying Klub Banters.
The group was I created the group I think a year or 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I started posting things about Manchester. It was essentially a Manchester page, but I realized that not just Manchester people like the page, follow the page. Mm-hmm. So right now we are trying to do a transition. It's still a football page, bado tuongea story ya Manchester. So don't worry. It's only that now we need to bring in a bigger family. Supporters of Arsenal, supporters
bring
of Chelsea.
Football.
Yes. No, it's football. Soccer. I am talking about football. Football. Soccer is what Americans want us to call our football. So we will not conform to the Americans. Ours, we know it's called football. Yeah, so the page was actually essentially a Manchester page, but we wanted to encompass more fans, more interactions from other people around Kenya, around the world. So that's why it's going through a transition. That's why like the name is Manchester United Fans Klub Banters. So maybe it will change maybe in the future to just read Klub Banters. We're not sure. I don't know if Facebook will allow us. But it's still a transition. So msiogope, unfollow. We are still talking about soccer. As you can see, tumeanza a new show, so it will be even more interactive. To all the 3,000 guys, all I'm praying is that you can msonge tu pia hiyo pande nyingine ya Instagram, Klub Banters, and most of our Facebook, sorry, not our Facebook, our YouTube, which is also Klub Banters on YouTube. I think kuna link. Almost usually put links on as posts. Wherever we post, we put links for our YouTube. So all episodes that air, usually post them also on YouTube. So subscribe to Fadali. Let us grow the family. Share the links if you found us entertaining or you found us informative. Ama pia kama unajua mtu anapenda banta. Yeah, just share.
Sawa. Yeah, you can follow us. I'm sure pale chini you can see Atika going there. You can follow us across our social media pages. Let's go to some of the comments. Masera anasema hivi, despite kuingia dakika 30 na kujitoa.
Masera anasema sasa nyinyi ni kucheka ama mnafanya analysis? Bro, hata sasa game yako inaanza sasa kucheka. Kuna game inakuja sasa za kucheka sasa tunajua tu. tulianza na analysis alafu tukaingia banta kidogo, so yeye ndiye alichelewa. Yeah, another comment anasema wachana na Chelsea please. Sisi hata hatujaguza Chelsea.
Baada hatujaiguza. Mbona kauni ngoma Chelsea?
Kwanza wafans wa Chelsea wana maringo siji kama nini. Unawatumia link wakuje kwa show hawataki. Lakini wakiwa Champions League tu hivi.
Pia Nyambura.
Nyambura unafaa ukuje kwa show. Ingia pale kwenye DM tutumie tutakutumia link ya Monday. We have a show on Monday, unaweza kuja ufanye analysis yako. But wasiwa Chelsea bana, mbona mwaringa hivi kweli?
But I think we need a lady. Itakuwa more interesting tukiwa na lady.
Yeah. In fact, Nyambura, we are inviting you to our show on Monday. I'm sure we'll discuss more on our DM. Haya. Glenn anasema show imekuwa wagwan. My friend, hii show iko sawa. Kwanza ukitoka hapa na curfew imeliftiwa, utoke hapo uende uchape bia zako 2 hadi asubuhi. Bas. Yeah. So Pascal anasema siko ubaya. Anasema hakuwa na ubaya. Anasema hakuwa na ubaya. Pole sana. Simba tena amejitoa. Anyway, hakuwa na ubaya. Nyambura amejibu. Anasema niko hapa Chelsea fan, will join soon. Thanks for the invite. Yeah, karibu. Remember this show is for the fans and by the fans. Mimi na Steve tu ni tutakuwa tuna pop in and out. Yeah. Congratulate nani? Our starlets, by the way. Our starlets performed really, really well. Congratulations to them. We usually forget to highlight local football, but we will try as much as possible to do so. We are also trying to make sure that we have as many live streams as possible so that we can have a lot to talk about, and hopefully we can get guys who can be contributors on the show. Hatutaki tu ni mimi na Steve na Evans na Lidev peke yao ndio wana contribute. Time is far much gone. We need to prepare and see how our FPL. Yeah? On
a note, the mighty Gor Mahia, they won against which team is this? The Ducks. Mashemedi Ducks.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we'll try to highlight a bit of local football in the next shows. Yeah. So yeah, I think it's important to also support our local football teams.
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
Jayala Asimba ananitumia WhatsApp ananiambia network yake ni mbaya. Despite him saying that he has unlimited internet.
Unlimited poor internet.
No, technical glitch.
Wait, hatutaimaliza hisho until next time, guys.
Benoit ameenda na 2G sasa hivi. Ilikuwa 4G, Benoit ameenda na 2. Sasa amebakisha 2G.
Verani kwapi?
Wewe.
Verani kwapi? Mnasema hata kwa nini lakini najua mnikumficha mnaficha aibu.
Huyo mtu ameshinda vikombe mingi hata Arsenal hatajashinda hata moja. Hata Champions League
no. Yes, we know about that. Lakini mnaficha aibu because he's not performing as you expected him to perform.
Bro, tushindane Wednesday, sawa? Tuesday na Wednesday. Ama Thursday pia sawa. No, wewe tupatane tu Sunday ama Saturday.
Wewe hivyo. Ambieni mafans kwa heri. Bye bye guys.